Hey guys, and welcome back to Bee's Kitchen. I'm hoping you're all doing well. Today I have a special recipe for you. I am going to show you how to make the most incredible, delicious chicken gizzard stew. Guys, this stew pairs with a lot of different side dishes and it is so easy to make. So stay with me and let's get started. I'm going to begin by adding my chicken gizzard to a pot. I have cleaned the chicken gizzard using lemon and water. Sometimes when you buy chicken gizzard, it has this yellow tissue in the middle. Just make sure that you have removed all of that from the chicken gizzard. I've just added chopped onions. I'm going to add ginger puree, garlic puree, and chili puree. Also guys, if you're wondering where I purchased my garlic, ginger and chili puree, I live in the UK and I purchased it from my local little supermarket, but majority of the supermarkets sells it too, so be sure to check it out, or you can just use fresh ingredients if you cannot find this in your local supermarket. I'm now going to go ahead and add my seasonings. Go ahead and season your chicken gizzard using your preferred seasonings of choice. Once I've added all my seasonings, I'm just adding 1 cup of water. Next, I will mix everything together. I will cover and allow the chicken gizzard to cook on low to medium heat until it is nice and tender. So at this point, I am just checking to make sure that my chicken gizzard is nice and tender, and I used a fork to do so. So now I'm just going ahead and removing the chicken gizzard from my stock, and I'm just placing this on a baking tray. Once you have removed all your chicken gizzard from the stock, set the stock aside, do not discard it. We are going to add it to the stew later. So I'm going to place my chicken gizzard in the oven at 200 degrees until it browns really nicely. So at this point, I have taken my chicken gizzard out of the oven. I'm just going to set it aside for later use. Go ahead and blend together shallots, garlic, Scotch bonnet and ginger. If you can't find shallots, you can use normal onions. It will work fine. Add this to a blender and then add a little bit of water. Try not to add too much water because you do want this mixture to be nice and thick. We will be using this for the base of your stew, and if it's too watery, it will leave your stew very watery. So make sure it is nice and thick. Time to start making a stew. To my pan, I have just added oil and allowed the oil to come to heat. Next, I have added some chopped onions. I'm going to add a little bit of curry powder, and I'm just going to allow this to simmer for 1 to 2 minutes until it is nice and fragrant. After a minute or two later, go ahead and add tomato puree, and once you have added the tomato puree, just allow the tomato purees to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes later, I am going to add the blended pepper mixture, and then next I will just mix everything together and just allow this to simmer for 5 minutes on low to medium heat. Whilst the pepper mixture simmer away, I am going to blend together tinned tomato and red bell peppers. So go ahead and add this to your blender and blend till smooth. At this point, the tomato puree and the blended pepper mixture should be smelling really good. So go ahead and add the blended tomato and red bell peppers together. Mix everything together, and then we're going to add a little bit of seasoning. So this seasoning, I didn't add it to my chicken gizzard because I wanted to add it to my stew. If you don't have this seasoning, once again, any seasonings that you like, go ahead and add it at this point. But try not to add too much seasoning because remember, your stock also has enough seasoning inside. So just try to use less seasoning as possible. Once you've added the seasoning, mix everything together, and then next I am going to cover and allow the stew to simmer on low to medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, while the stew is simmering, make sure that every so often you stir to minimize burning. You will also ensure that you'll be cooking the stew until the oil rises to the top. That's what we're looking for. So at this point, as you can see, the oil has risen to the top, and I'm just stirring again to ensure that my stew is not burning. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken gizzard stock, which I had left earlier, and then mix everything together. Next, I'm going to add my grilled chicken gizzard. Now guys, when it comes to you adding your grilled chicken gizzard, please add it gently, because as I was adding mine, the stew splattered and I nearly hurt myself. So I will emphasize again, please be gentle when you're adding your grilled chicken gizzard to the stew. Mix everything together well, cover and allow the stew to simmer for 5 minutes on low to medium heat. Now this is 5 minutes later, and the stew is smelling incredible. It smells amazing. Also, don't forget to taste and adjust seasonings if needed. Now, because I wanted my stew to be on the next level, I added yellow bell peppers and spring onions. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but I am extra, so I added it. Once I added my veggies, I'm just going to cover and just allow the stew to simmer for an additional 3 minutes. And guys, the chicken gizzard stew is ready. It smells incredible. Oh my goodness, I know I'm definitely going to enjoy this. Now I'm going to pair my stew with some rice, which I boiled and added some beans to it. But of course, enjoy your chicken gizzard stew with any side dish of your choice. As always guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to this channel, you are welcome to the Beast Kitchen family. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment below, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Enjoy your chicken gizzard stew, and I will see you next time. Bye.